Jens, let me first ask about this deal with the SPD. Obviously, we're not sure how the party base is going to vote on this, but doesn't it look like Merkel basically sold the government out in order to secure her position as Chancellor for 4 more years?
Well, for many members of the Christian Democratic Union, which she leads, they have that impression. And hence they're up in arms and calling also for readjustments of some of these agreements. I find it quite interesting that Chancellor Merkel actually has to go out and rally for public support among the SPD rank and file to approve this coalition agreement. That tells you about how much dissent is within all the parties that participate in this grand coalition, which, by the way, Matt, is getting smaller and smaller by the day.
Well, and the SPD's leadership is kind of in turmoil, right? I mean, Scholz was the new guy after Gabriel only less than a year ago. All of a sudden, Nahles is up for leadership, and Scholz, I guess, goes out to pasture. What's the story with the SPD?
If it wouldn't be so serious, one would say we're right now in political carnival in Berlin, and in particular in a self-destruction mode among the SPD leadership. Is this party fit for government? Many voters, many members ask that. They have doubts if they want to be governed in the next 4 years by this kind of a party which is in turmoil.
Guy?
Jens, good morning from London. Where does this leave the CSU? Where does this? There's a lot of political space on the right in Germany right now, which is not occupied, and I'm just wondering what happens there.
Much of this political space is indeed up for grabs, and that means also how do you define an agenda? Issues that tries to appeal to voters who in the past have voted, for example, for the Social Democrats or the Christian Democrats, or in Bavaria, the CSU, and have now wandered off further to the right to the Alternative for Germany. But there is also a red line here that is dangerous to cross, because you are in many ways playing to an agenda that the Alternative for Germany is trying to popularize in the country, and hence you should be careful how far you're going to go down that road in terms of the agenda.